All right, time for a new adventure. It's been about a little over a week since I was in South Carolina, and I did bring the vehicle to the mechanic, and they didn't have an answer. So I'm just going to be cautious with it. They have some ideas what it might or might not be. I forgot what they called it, but there's basically where all the fuse box, where all the fuses, that's where the computer system is. And it's the main hub for all the electronic components and the computer systems within the vehicle. That possibly could be going. But they didn't have enough evidence that would, really want them to change it. Which it's a pricey piece, could probably run around $2,000 to change that out. But they did say that is one of those items on a Dodge Grand Caravan, which they have seen, or this engine type, because this engine type is through a lot of the other models. They say that is something that they do see from time to time. While they were doing that, I had them do some other check the brakes, check the belts. I needed an oil change, but like I mentioned, they did wind up keeping the vehicle for about 5 days. So that's the reason why I came down, spent some time with my parents, extended it a little bit longer because it's very nice. But now I'm taking off. I do have something to come back here to do next week. So for the next week and a half, I'm just going to boondock in Georgia. I found some areas. I'm actually going to try to make it all the way up to the Appalachian Mountain area. I found a couple of boondocking opportunities there. But the next stop will be a little bit north of Macon. I found, once again, using iOverlander. And I'll share more information as we get up there.
Turn left onto Broad Street. Then at the next stop sign, you'll turn right.
I've been driving about 4 hours now. I got maybe a little over an hour to go. Once again, I really do, I talk about it, I really do enjoy taking the avoid the highways option on the map apps. I would recommend it if you're not in a hurry, because you get to see so much, these really small towns. I stopped at a small town, went to their grocery store, just wandered around the aisles for a little bit. It was just really nice. I did find the place that I'm hopefully going to be spending the night. I do use, I mentioned iOverlander, but I also, just to kind of talk it through, I do also use AI, whatever you want to call these large language models, like ChatGPT or Gemini, or there's Claude. So there's plenty of them out there. There's the major ones. I just named three of the more the major ones, and I just I basically I have it do all of the Google searching for me. So I basically said, this is where I want to go. I want to drive for about this many miles. Tell me in the general vicinity of this many miles, where's their free boondocking? Then it comes up with some names. I check the names to the maps, and then from the maps, I go back to iOverlander and I see what's available. And so, it's like a strategy. Some of the places, I guess I could go straight to it without looking at iOverlander. I do like the idea of these places already being, vetted out before I go. In iOverlander, even in the basic, so there's a premium where you pay, you don't have to do any of you don't get to see ads, whatever. But even in their free version, you do have the ability to filter, and I always filter sites that have been reviewed in under 6 months. So, so that way they're vetted out a little bit. If you have that off, you get to see them all, and you can always, your level of comfortability. Myself, like I said, I like the idea of seeing something that's recently been vetted. So just some ideas, when you start, planning your own adventure, out here in America. Yep. So I'm not able to move something like that, and I don't have a chainsaw. So I moved the van around. I have another option. It's about 20 minutes away, so I'm gonna try to head that way. So sometimes that's what you have to deal with. So like I said, I'm fortunate that I also saw this was like the #1 area. There's, like I said, there's another one about 20 minutes away. So I'll head there and I'll see what happens there. And if that doesn't go well, it's not even 5 o'clock yet. You know, I've got plenty of sunlight. If I need to, I can find the nearest rest stop, Walmart, gasoline, you know, the truck stop. I've got options. So let's go to the other place and we'll see what's there. Well, this will work. This is actually part of, once again, it's another national forest. The Chattahoochee-Oconee National Forest. It has the same rules, 14 days. There's a river trail down the road a little bit. I don't know. I might stay here for a couple of days because I definitely have, I'm going to walk the grounds right now just to see where exactly I want to park. Because, I mean, it's, you know, it's very, very nicely done. I mean, there's all kinds of little campsites. I really don't know exactly. I'm a little excited because the other was disappointing to you know, run into the downed tree, which now also, you know, all kidding aside, I'm thinking to myself, maybe I need to get one of those. They're called like silky saws or whatever. They're those fold out, probably 1 foot saws. And you know, for that, you know, for just in case, like if I came to camp and then I'm here for a day or two on the way out, that would stink. So I am kind of checking out because there definitely seems to, unfortunately, some bad stewards. I think it's just trash, unfortunately. Okay, I'm just making sure it wasn't somebody's, like, you know, that this is where they, you know, this is where they stop at. It looks like somebody just left their garbage. So I might not camp there. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and explore this. This is very, very exciting. As you can tell, because I'm excited. All right, let me walk around. Okay, decided to go right across the road to this big giant open field. And I put the van here. I like the idea, #1, you know, if I want to do any solar. Like I said, I'm probably going to leave tomorrow after I, you know, have my cup of coffee and all that and take off. Because I really do want to make it up into the mountain area where I'm hoping is going to be just as nice as this, because it's supposedly like right by some waterfalls and some. I don't want to make, you know, I don't get my own hopes up. So here I want to show you another piece of the puzzle. And here's the other piece of the puzzle. I went ahead while I was in South Carolina. I was having, you know, wanted to keep the doors open, but I wanted to figure out a way to keep the mosquitoes out. So I bought a roll of fiberglass screen from Home Depot, 48 by 84. I cut it perfectly in half, and you can see it is it's a snug fit. It does cover everything. It's not 100% at the bottom, but and I also got ceramic magnets to hold it down. As long as I keep 90% of them out, I'm going to call it a win. Finishing up the day. It's been just very, very quiet. The van was a little warm when I first parked, but now once I had the screen door open, it's cooled down quite nicely. It's just been very, very, as you can hear, it's very quiet and peaceful. There is some railroad tracks nearby. I did hear a train a little earlier when I first, parked, but we'll see if they come through the night, but it wasn't that close, but you could just hear it off in the distance, that's also nice. But it's just, this is definitely going to go down on one of my favorites list, because I could see myself staying here for 2 weeks easily. But I really do want to get up to the mountains, so the adventure continues tomorrow. I'm going to get up, have my coffee. I'll probably wait until a little bit later in the day, and then we're going to head out. But and if things don't work out, I might just come back here. But this is very, very, very nice. Once again, I'll, it'll be like in the description and everything where this is located, and if you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to, if you put comments down, like, well, how do you get there? What's the location? I'll be more than happy to give all the information about all the places that I stay. I'm keeping a list. I also put like some other information, like, if it's clean, if it's busy. Also, the cell service here is very strong, which it is important to me. Not all the time, because I'm being realistic. There are going to be times when I will not, and I can always use, like I mentioned, I have the satellite communicator on the phone. All right. Well, thanks again. The adventure continues. Thank you for subscribing, the likes and everything, because it does help. It helps push my channel to other people that might also find this stuff interesting. So as I always say, have your own great adventure.